Scroll saw dust collection. It seems like either a hose is connected to the bottom of the scroll saw or one is just kind of stuck to the top. And I wanted a little cleaner look here. So I was looking online and there was a little article on Lumberjocks that had something similar to this. So I thought I'd work on this and try to finesse it a little bit for my projects. This is going to be a top piece. We're going to use a 1/4 inch piece of Baltic birch. These will be holes, and then this will be the outline that the top will sit on, and this will be cut out of some scrap pine. The way this will work, it's real simple. We're going to have the 3/4 inch pine frame will go around the outside, and then the 1/4 inch birch ply with all the holes in it will sit on top. And then we'll have some magnets that'll hold the base to the top of the scroll saw. And then over on the side, for an opening, we'll have a dust vent that'll go to a dust collector. This is a scrap piece of pine, 3/4 inch, and this will be the frame for the bottom of the dust collection vent. Cutting out the frame. And the finished outline frame. There's the frame out of 3/4 inch pine. Very delicate piece here. The next step is to cut the top with all the holes out of some 1/4 inch birch plywood. The top piece with all the holes for the scroll saw collector is about as big as this CNC can cut. So we're leaning over the edge here by about 1 inch, but we should be able to make this work. Starting the top piece. Cutting all of the air holes. This will probably take a little over an hour. There's the finished top piece with all the holes cut. It took about 1 hour and 45 minutes. That shows the two pieces. They came out really well. The next step is to glue these up. And the port here will be for the dust collection. And I'm going to 3D print an adapter to fit in there and then to connect to the shop vac. These two pieces are glued up. We'll give that a little time to set and then move on to the connection duct, which I need to design for the 3D printer. First part of the dust collection vent. There's the fitting for the vent. Starting the print for the second part of the vent connector. Because this is pretty much a box, I had to split it in two pieces in Tinkercad, and we'll just glue these up together. This was the design for the second part in Tinkercad, and then brought over into Craftware for the code. Nice clean start for the print of the second part of the vent connector. This little ANET A8's been a fantastic little printer here. Pretty clean start. The way this is designed is these pieces will be glued together. The holes are lined up to bolt on to the other piece right there. And then we've got a nice tight fit between the shop vac and goes right into that opening there. Nice and snug. That's the way it looks underneath the dust cover. This came together really well, nice and tight. Real snug fit in there. And as far as holding this down, I've got some very strong carpet tape, and we're going to use that around the outside. At a later date, I may do some more permanent clamps, but this tape is very, very strong. So let's get this on and see how the suction works. With the dust cover taped down, and this is really solid. I can move the whole table by wiggling this, so I'm not too concerned about that moving. And if I turn the shop vac on, There's a lot of suction pulling through there. I've got some sawdust here, so let's turn this on. We'll drop some in the center here and see how that pulls through. The goal was to be able to catch some of the fine sawdust and pull that away from the air while I'm working on scroll saw projects, and I think this will work. Thanks very much for taking a look.